Billy,
Thank you, Ernie. Fellow Toastmasters, Jess, and particularly Juliette. It's a wonderful opportunity that you've given me to evaluate a number 2 speech. In the number 2 speech, the purpose is to organize your speech. So I will be looking at it from the fact that you haven't gone through the manual yet, so there's a lot of things that you could talk about, but you haven't worked on those issues yet. So I will look at the organization, for the most part, and a few comments accordingly. But I loved the opportunity that you presented to us, because I think this topic is very, it's dear to your heart, and it's clearly dear to a lot of us. We all are, most of us are animal lovers, I suspect. And I think you had an opportunity in that opening to really wow us with perhaps a visual, although not a requirement for sure, and not something, but I was just thinking of how could you really grab us, or just bring in a photo of it, etc. But on the opening, I felt, and the reason I concentrated on the opening is I felt you could have worked that opening a little more. Quite frankly, when the initial lead into the opening, it sounded like you were going to talk a little bit more about your experiences with your dog, as opposed to the 3 reasons why you want to call to action. So I would have encouraged you to move that into the body, that personal why you adopted. But I loved the sincerity. You've got a very convincing style. I mean, it comes through that you really loved what you were doing, and it was very sincere. Terrific smile. I saw a lot of good comments in terms of how you organized the body, the fact that you had 3 points and you emphasized those 3 points. When you get into hand gestures, you'll want to say 1, 2, and 3. But again, good body, that you constructed the speech in such a way that you identified 3 points, and then in the conclusion, you summarize those 3 points. So I might have gone with an opening, tell us what you're going to tell us as quickly what the 3 points might be, or just say, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why, and then, go into it in your body in much more detail. So I like that very much. Again, what I would also encourage you to do is just spend a little bit more time on the organization, is where I think the areas are, but you had a very friendly delivery, a humorous style, a very positive presentation of the material. So I think all in all, you're very successful in working on this speech, and I don't know that I can add any more at this point. Thank you very much.
Thank you.